They did not have to take that little girl's father. And so they start all these, because no. It is what it is. Black on brown crime, black on black crime, brown on brown crime. It is what it is. And it's disgusting. When we know how hard it is to get out of that situation, to lift yourself up, and your life could be taken like that. We only get one life. Fat Joe's not no fucking superhuman. I could slip on a banana peel today. I could get hit with a flower pot on my head. I could be in an accident. It's real shit. This is why I come on here and talk transparency. Now, there's a thing they call, you go to a place, check in. How about we check in ahead of time? How about the OGs who know these guys who are fucking killing rappers? Tell them ahead of time. Stick them up. Don't kill them. Can you do that for me? Every gang leader, every real guy, every OG. Can you do this and say, stick him up? He ain't check in. Don't kill him. Not in front of that black woman and that black baby. In that restaurant, which is a fucking iconic restaurant that I've been to 20, 30, 40 times. Fucking chicken is the best chicken in the world, Roscoe's Chicken. And when you come to LA, the first thing you want is some Roscoe's Chicken. And I wisened up. And I just tell them to get it and bring it to the hotel. Now the hotel ain't safe. Just a week before this, they aired out a truck. They almost killed the rapper. Beverly Hills ain't safe in LA. It just ain't nowhere is safe there. And then what do these guys do? They roam around Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive to see anybody to kill them and rob them? Think about it. If every rapper in the world is getting murdered in Hollywood Hills, Beverly Hills, what the fuck is going on in LA? And so over here in New York, I could dip out. My house is in the most beautiful neighborhood in the world, and I got that thing in here. I'm not one of them. I'm a lifelong Democrat. I will never vote Republican. But in any state, I got that thing. Simple. I'm going to protect me and my family. You got it confused. You got it confused. And so what I'm saying is, what I learned out in LA, my whole life, is that these guys are so daring. You could be with the illest OG that runs everything, and they'll try you. With the OG standing right next to you. It's happened to me several of times. I'm with the biggest so-called guy you ever heard of in LA, and we still get into the smoke in front of the guy. And so in New York, the only difference is, and I'm not comparing LA to New York to Philly, is there's a level of respect. Well, as of now. Because these kids are out of control. And I'm not necessarily throwing that on the kids. That PNB Rock, I don't know if those was young guys. I don't know who it was. What I do know is these kids. I just watched some shit on Instagram. They stuck up a bodega with machine guns this big for a bodega. You know what the bodega got, guys? $1,000. It's 4 of you guys with machine guns. You go to jail, you get 15 years in jail for armed robbery. Nobody wants armed robbery, especially white people. Do you fucking get it? No white people want to go to Bottega and Veneta or fucking Gucci and 4 armed gunmen coming there with machine guns. They don't want it, bro. And so when you go to trial or you become a jail lawyer and you think you will see those fucking white people in that jury talking about send that motherfucker away for 18. We don't want no machine gun in the store. Poppy don't want it. Nobody want the shit. So now what you got $1,000? You guys made $250. Was 15 years of your life worth $250? If Poppy feels bold and jumps at you with a knife, you gotta kill him. That's life in jail. And so, rappers are now an endangered species. I'm telling you now. Because you got them both. You got the feds, you got the police, ready to lock everybody up. They can't wait. In fact, the more famous you get, works against you because they want to play that against you. They want to lock you up. The most famous you are, they want to give it to you. The hood want to kill their own. I've never seen people hate themselves. What's the problem? Black people, Latino people. What's the problem? If you see your own brother or sister come up and make something out of nothing, why you want to kill them? What is the problem? Why you hate yourself so much? Why you want to kill them? Hate. Hate. People wake up every day just to hate. You hate yourself. See, I'm not these guys. I come from the soil. And if you from fucking Tennessee or Mississippi or Alabama and you never grew up with a guy like Fat Joe, a Spanish guy that black people love like that, you don't know where I'm from, bro. That's where you got it confused. Big time confused. I come from it. I know the mindset. I know what it is. And so what I try to tell the youth, let me tell you something. I try to come out here in New York and I talk to a couple of people who are peacekeepers, who are this, who are that, and say, yo, get the gangs together. Fat Joe want to sit down with them. I want to inspire them and tell them they're kings. I want to tell them that Jay-Z from the projects too. Fat Joe from the projects too. I want to tell them that when we was young, we was wild too. But once you get over that hump, because you got to understand, regardless of what gang you down with, and I'm not blaming this on the gangs. This could be just people who just want to stick people up. But regardless of what gang you in, killing looks just like you. It's from your family tree. If you do that, all of them, all the gangs. I tell you that story all the time. Listen, let me tell you a story, right? And I'm not blaming this on the gangs. I'm blaming this on listen, bro. This shit is every week. It's every week. In New York, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know all the drill rappers, all these young boys, but they dying every week. If not, they going to jail for murder every week. Chauncey, what's up, baby? Pepsi in the building. Every week. Boulevard, we at the store there. One day, I'm riding my bike, and in every corner there's 10, 20 guys, same color of a gang. I never say who they are, because you heard this story before, but I gotta tell you. Driving, this is new. Every block, you know I'm the king of the Bronx. I don't know if you understand that. Whether you acknowledge it or you don't or whatever. I'm from every block in the Bronx. I'm from Heath. I'm from Hunts Point. I'm from Brook Avenue. I'm from Forest Projects. I grew up on Washington Avenue and West. I'm from East Tremont. My first apartment was in Parkchester. My next apartment was in Throsneck. I'm cool with the Cortland crew. I'm cool with the PEQ. I'm cool with everybody. Section 5, there is nowhere Fat Joe has not been. So if somebody tells you from the Bronx, yo, I know Fat Joe, it's true. 165 in Walton, I'm there. So I'm from everywhere in the Bronx. There's no doubt that they have seen Fat Joe on many occasions. Whether hustling, being in the street, wherever you want. River Park Towers, my cousin Damon and Levi is from River Park Towers. You can't tell me nothing about being in the Bronx. I'm from the city, right? So now, I noticed that while I'm riding my bike, in every corner, there's 20 guys. And they're waving at me and shit. So at one point, I pull over and I said, let me go get me a Diet Pepsi. Shout out Knicks Fan TV. Let me go get me a Diet Pepsi. And when I walk in the store and I come out Diet Pepsi, there's 100 guys there. Right? These guys are so deep. They say, yo, the big homie of all big homie wants to talk to you. This, that. So they give me a cell phone. And I speak to the big homie of all the big homies. And I say, yo, what's up? Yo, want to meet up with you. You know, talk to you and Big Pun. And Pun was alive. And so I sent him to Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. Pun was alive, this was over 20 years ago. By the way, we had the biggest guns you ever seen in your life. Pun was with me. So I sit down, the OG of all OGs, the biggest guy in the universe, come sit down. Now he sits down, he got a guy with him. So I've been here before there was gangs in New York, guys. Okay? And I've been in every hood getting money. So I know who bought that life, who really ain't bought that life. I might not know him now because I'm not in the streets. I don't know who the 15-year-old shooter is. No. In my era, I knew who was about that life. So he's sitting there with a guy who, it's nobody. The guy I know him from 182nd and Crescent. He was nobody. Right? But I'm sitting there with the king, you know, the Don of all Dons and shit. So he says, listen, bro. Suge Knight is in a gang. Snoop Dogg is in a gang. You and Big Pun, Y'all the biggest Latinos. We want you to be in the game. I go. Because my book of Jose, comes out in November 15th. You can pre-order it. The link's in the bio. It's the illest book you ever read in your life, especially hip-hop. And so you'll read in there that I've been about getting money since I'm 14. See, the Bronx ain't never see Fat Joe without a chain, without a Rolex, without a Dapper Dan, without a... I'm speaking the facts. And so I'm about getting money, man. So I speak to the guy, say, all right, cool. Let me ask you something. Do you have any entrepreneurs, somebody who owns a business in your gang? He says, no, we don't have nobody who owns a business. I said, do you have a principal of a school or a school teacher in your gang? No, Joe, we don't. I got to really look around, but we're 5,000 strong. Okay. So if I join your gang, what should I do? That's easy. We got the big homie such and such. He's doing triple life. Can't even see human people. He's 23-hour lockdown. OG of all OGs. Who's the second biggest? That's easy. The big homie over here, he's doing double life in jail. This, that. Can't see human beings. Brother, what the fuck makes you think I want to be the OG of OGs in jail for triple life? What makes you think we get money, we doing nothing? What makes you think that we want to do this? And he starts laughing because crazy no crazy. You ever knew that? You ever walked in the street and seen a crazy dude cross the street? And if you crazy, because I'm crazy. I'm crazy. And they look at me, they go, oh no, he crazy. Crazy, no crazy. In every level. So he look at me and said, damn, he crazy. Oh, you better fucking believe it. And just because I retired and I'm a rapper, you know, and this and that. Oh no, I look in your eyes and you know, oh shit. But the point I'm trying to say is, when are we going to get past, and who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? So I told him, yo, let's sit down with it. Nobody can sit it down. It's so disorganized. It's so out of control that nobody can fucking sit down. If you don't have money, find a way to get money. If your profession is robbing people, why do you have to kill them? It's the only conversation. I have not told you, and normal people are probably like, he really is crazy because I am. I'm not saying you don't need to come up. I'm not saying you don't need to get money. I'm not saying you don't need this. What I'm saying is, why do you have to take their life? Young family. We got so many fake fathers. We got so many fake dads that don't give a fuck about their kids. They have kids and they think if they bought them a pair of sneakers, they're a real father. One pair of sneakers the whole year. I got sisters and brothers that their father never gave them a fucking lollipop. Not a fucking ice pop. I My brothers and sisters' father never gave them a fucking lollipop. Not a candy cane for Christmas. You got a dad that's with his kid, that's with his wife. And so my thing is, I tried, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I try to let everybody talk. I try to let everybody do whatever. This is why you on here in the middle of the afternoon. You know ain't nobody gonna talk that shit like Joe Crack. He just ain't, man. They just don't understand the streets. They looking at it from some industry shit. So this ain't no fucking industry. Motherfuckers is hungry out here. There's no question. And so what I tell to every rapper in the universe, because I'm the king of no security, get security. This is it. This is it. Joe Crack, PSA, rappers, young and old, whether I know you or not, get security. Treat it the way we treat our wardrobe. Treat it the way we treat our videos. Treat it. Get security and make sure he shoot. Because these guys shoot. You might have a guy all big in this and then he fold when it go down. I've had that. I've had security that's fucking 7 feet tall and when the shit go down, that motherfucker look like a midget. He's pussy. You got to have a real conversation with security. Yo, listen, you know, if anything happens, are you willing to shoot? That's what it is. And so we got some shit in New York. I don't want to talk too much because it's too much politics. But, you know, in the brink of all this fucking shit, I can't go there. I can't go there. With a legal gun. Exactly, Eric B. Shout out to Eric B. Eric B. and Rakim. With a legal gun. I'm talking about security. A real security. Not your homeboy who got the hammer, not because you're going to jail forever. You need real security. Professional, licensed security. Legal security. Not your man. We all got a boy that's willing to let it go. You're going to jail. Because what happens is, you know, I've been in situations where it get popping in the club. Motherfuckers is fighting. I'm not. And guess who's on the news the next day? Fat Joe beat up a guy and robbed a guy. And the guy don't even have he has a see-through chain on. This guy ain't got 2 fucking rocks. Fuck 2 quarters. He got 2 rocks in his pocket to rub together. He ain't got 2 rocks in his pocket. Talking about I robbed him. Somebody said, I see somebody said, Tupac, I put him up yesterday because I read a comment and the comment said, I wish Tupac was still here so maybe he could talk to these young kids about not killing each other. Breaking news, they killed Tupac. So this shit been going on forever. Tupac, they killed Tupac. They killed Biggie. They killed Pop Smoke. They killed Jam Master Jay. They killed Big L on his block. When you got the most loyal ones to the hood, Nipsey Hussle opened up businesses in his hood. And because I mean, could somebody tell me something else? Because somebody showed me something else. Because the shit out of control. The shit out of control, man. And peace. That's a hard pill to swallow. Shout out to my brother Lefty. He said, LA politics is the devil. Peace is a hard pill to swallow. And what it is, it takes a lot to forgive somebody and go over somebody shot your cousin, somebody killed your cousin, this to make peace. But peace is the only way. God is the only way. It's the only way, bro. And so we're going to keep coming back at this shit. We're going to keep talking about people getting killed. We got... Ain't you happy for them? They better though. Somebody said niggas don't love God. They better. Because even if you're on the other side of the gun and you're accused of murder, you're on your fucking knees every day praying to God, whether it's Jesus Christ or Allah, you praying hard to get up out that jail. Don't forget that, bro. And that's the craziest thing. When God blesses you and come on. And so what I'm trying to do is I just try to see, man, telling you about my failures, telling you about my wins, so you can just take it. You never had, and P. Diddy. That's why we got the Showtime show with Kenya Barris. Yo, bro, it's because we talk. And anybody who's trying to tell you that black ain't Spanish and Spanish ain't black, yo, bro, your facts are backwards. And this has always been an issue to divide and conquer the hood. Because let me tell you something. You know what's the most powerful thing? It's people power. And when people come together in big numbers, let me tell you something. There's nothing against them. My best friends are Jewish. Right? You ever go through Brooklyn over there, Williamsburg, where you see the Jewish people, they got their own cops. In America, their own cops. Their own ambulance. They live in the project, but the project got bars and shit. And they say, we are voting for Mr. Williams. And the 1 million Jews over there go and hit Mr. Williams when it's an election. Every one of them, old, little, fat, small, they don't care. They go Mr. Williams. Guess what? He wins. He takes care of them. He makes sure that the community is straight. When black and Latinos realize that we're under the same conditions, that we're under the same scrutiny, this is why I love Power to the Patients. You know how many people are losing their homes, losing their family, because they don't know what the prices are at the hospital? And so, Big Pun, Boricua, Morena, Puerto Rican, Latino, black. This, that. We've been on this shit. This ain't new. We've been on this. Some of us ourselves want to divide us. You got some Spanish people who are fucking racist. You got some black people who are racist. That they all gonna vote for Mr. Williams. Our communities might have better better hospitals, better schools, better policing. Because if somebody go and get the killing a black brother, we all out in the streets. Somebody get the killing a Latino sister, we all on the streets together. And so that's why when I see hate, especially on the internet, because I don't see hate in person. Look, I want somebody to hate me in person because I don't see it. I'm in the hood in Houston. I'm in the hood in LA. I'm in the hood in Miami. I'm in the hood in New York. All I get is love. So it's a calculated internet shit. Guys, we never see. They're saying that, right? And I'm also willing to believe that is manipulated by people who want to divide us. We've never been for division. We've always been for unity. Well, Fat Joe is for unity. And so you got to get past skin color. You got to get past the past. Forgive but never forget. But we got to get past the past. Because if you're stuck in the past, you know how much shit done happened to me. Do you know how many times I've been robbed for millions of dollars right in your face and you never even knew it? I wake up one day and realize somebody robbed me for millions of dollars. Most guys will throw themselves off the fucking roof. One day you rich as fuck. The next day you broke as fuck. And you still got to smile at the people because you're famous. So they assume you got money. But I know that as long as I continue to work, I continue to hustle, I continue to... And so don't let the past define your future. A lot of you guys have a traumatic experience and you get stuck there. You just like, oh, this happened to me. No, it happened to me. You know how many times I was falsely accused and they tried to put me in jail for life? In front of your eyes, I'm doing lean back. And then we got a Puerto Rican cop in the Bronx trying to put me in jail for life. The fucking nerve, huh? And I'm sitting there. I mean, they bring me in, yo, we thinking you did this and this and that. I said, man, let me tell you something. The only Puerto Rican nigga that made it out the Bronx, man. And you, Papi, want to put me in jail for life. That's what you telling me. You hate your own. You jealous of your own. Jealous of your own. And so we all go through this. It's about fighting through. It's about coming together. If you're an OG in any form, if you got younger kids listening to you, that's another thing. That's another thing. If you're the OG, if you're a guy 40, 50 years old, and you telling young kids to go kill each other or sell drugs, you're disgusting yourself, bro. If a little kid is looking at you like you're an OG, you this and this and that, and you guiding them niggas to hell. Now I sat down with a kid in the corner a couple of months ago and the man told me, yo, man, they waiting for me. I said, what do you mean? He said, my cousins, my brothers, they all in jail. Could everybody on here put their age? Could everybody put their age on here? 22, 25 years old, 32, 45, 60, 72. Age on here. Can everybody text 22, 25, 36, 42? $53 years old, 28 years old, 38 years old, 29 years old, 40 years old. 44. 61. Damn, Miriam, you look good for that. 29. 44. 44. 23. 42. 50 years old. 40 years old. 30 years old. 47 years old. 46 years old. 49 years old. 24. Miriam, you said 61 a bunch of times. Go drink a fucking mimosa right now. Something. You're stressing me out because you're getting old. 29, 31. And so you see the disparity. We got people on here 60 and 50 and 40 and 28 and 22 and 40. And this is why the conversation needs to be had. 25. This is why it needs to be had, because they never see somebody like Fat Joe that raps and famous and talks that real shit to them. You know, am I a dummy? I invest in the hood. My stores are across the street from the projects. I built the school inside my ceilings and it smells good. And a fucking school in there, they can bring these kids after school and learn the computer and learn. Am I a dummy? For loving my people? For not being afraid to be in my community? Answer me. Shit is unbelievable, bro. What do you do? Disgusting. And let me tell you something. Let me give you some type of hope. Anybody. There's not an age limit on success. There's not an age limit on getting your shit together. Crazy Legs, what's up, my brother? Up NYC is for the culture. We ain't running away. We ain't running away. We ain't never running away. If that's what it is, that's what God's plan is. It is what it is. It is what it is. We ain't never running away. We're not. This is one of the very few things that we got, that we see kids, they come, they buy their sneakers, they hustlers. They entrepreneurs. They let those kids do what they got to do. And so they come there and they know. I'd rather those kids that you see online looking to buy a pair of sneakers to sell it for $500, do that than sell drugs. I'd rather those kids sell a What you need to understand was, or is, yeah, I went to St. Martin last month and they told me nobody dies. I went to Dubai, they told me nobody dies. I keep going to these countries where nobody dies. Then I come back to America, turn on Eyewitness News, and we can't get past. What's the problem? And like I told you, no matter what age you are, no matter what the situation is, you can always come up out there. Hustle, grind, work harder. I met people with stories that would amaze you. They came to this country with nothing, absolutely nothing, like Scarface. Work, washing dishes. Told their employees, yo, you want to go out, don't worry, I'll take your time. And then they start seeing checks. 500, 700, they feel, wow, they got money because they don't have that in their country. Hey, listen, what I'm saying to you is, it's time to start talking to your kids. Have a real conversation with your kids. Speak to the kids in the community. If you're a lady, a senora, an older woman, I know for a fact the craziest kids in the community, they'll talk to you. Have that conversation. All right, y'all. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, when you're going through something, relationship, health, family, when you turn around and your so-called loved ones are best friends, when you turn around and they're not there, that's God giving you a lesson so you know those ain't really your people. Turn your darkest moments into your most clarity. Bless you on another level, but he wants them out the way. And so what God does is he comes and fumigates. It's like an exterminator. He'll come and you don't want to understand it at the time. Why they got your best friend away from you, your so-called best sister, your this. These people are not for your best interests. And so God lets you know you can enjoy your blessings. People who love you can enjoy the blessings with you. Put God first in good and bad times. I have a terrible fear of flying. It's the time I am most terrified in the universe. Don't know why. It's a defect in my DNA. God gave me it. Every time I'm on a plane, I'm suffering. But when the shit go like this, and it feel like it's about to crash, I say, thank you, God. Thank you for letting me face my fears, God. Thank you, God, for having me up here, man. Thank you, God. I want to survive. I want to make it. But if I don't, thank you for all the blessings you gave me. All the lessons you gave me. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my family's health. Thank you for my friends who fighting illness right now. If I die right now, God, can you continue to bless my friends who's fighting cancer right now, God? Can you continue to pick up and lift the spirits of my brother who's doing life in the feds right now? Bro, in good and bad times. And let me tell you something. Happy birthday to my father. It's my father's birthday today. El Cubano, the guy won't stop. The man been here 87 years, and he's still a motherfucking problem. And so, Ernesto Delgado, viva Cuba, mi papá, te quiero, papi, te voy a ver. And keep your head up, man. Stay strong, stay smart, stay prayed up. Peace.